Mask mandates aren't just in place for kids in schools. If you live in New York State, get this, your child will be forced to mask up even if they're in daycare.
Going to require masks at childcare and daycare centers, because if you're watching the national news, the scariest announcements coming out every single morning are the number of children now contracting COVID. And we don't have a vaccine available for 5 to 11-year-olds.
Not toddlers. Our next guest is now in fear for her future as parents consider pulling their children out of daycare because of the new mask rules. TLC Adventures in Childcare Executive Director Michelle Smith joins us now. Michelle, how does this make sense? 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds wearing masks?
It doesn't really make sense, and it's very difficult to comply with a 2-year-old to wear a mask. It's in what the rationale is now. We've been doing this for 20 months. We have very high cleaning procedures. Why now?
What has it been like for you? What are your policies now, and what are your positive rates?
We have 0 positivity rate contracted over the last 22 months through any of our daycare facilities. The policy now, as of the governor's mandate, is that 2 and above all are required to wear masks in the facility. It has been very difficult for some of my 2-year-olds, a lot of tears. Some of the 3-year-olds are also having a difficult time because they don't understand why that we're continuing to ask them to put their mask on.
I join the toddlers in that understanding too, and no one ever consults with you before they do this. Does this governor even know what she's doing? Does she understand that it's going to affect your business? What would you like to tell her?
I wish that we could have a conversation and come with a compromise with other childcare providers who have been doing this for the last 20 months. I've never shut down. I think that there's a compromise that we can come to at an age, possibly 4 years old, that understand this. With our 2-year-olds, this is the only place that a lot of them have been in. Her mandates are hurting our business, and I'm scared for what the future will bring.
What are the parents saying?
They're very upset. Their parental rights have been taken. Most families need childcare because they're dual working families. They are very upset. They understand that it's not my policy, that it's been forced upon us by the government agencies, but it's being taken on myself, our owner, and many of my other staff that hear the parents yelling and screaming at us a lot.
And Michelle, what is that? What does that do for your business? If they decide that they do not want their child to wear a mask, you have to enforce it. That's forcing the parent's hand, right?
Correct. I have many parents who have decided to withdraw from the facility in the interim, hoping that there's a change in the government policy. I have some that are holding out possibly for a week and have notified me that if this continues with our 2- and 3-year-old, they will be withdrawing. So it's a lot of uncertainty for us as the business. If we will succeed past a year, I don't know what next year will bring and how long this mandate with the 2- and 3-year-olds will be in place. It's scary not to know what the business looks like in 6 months.
You know what? If it's like Cuomo, they come in with the fines and their so-called inspectors and police, and they'll hit you. So it doesn't leave you much choice. Michelle Smith, between the restaurants and daycare, it's unbelievable what New York does to business people. Best of luck, Michelle.
Thank you. It's unfortunate.
It is, because you have logic and science on your side. It doesn't seem to be enough. We reached out to the governor's office.
Correct. Thank you.
You're right. Best of luck for a statement, but did not hear back.